The cult of perfection. How to deal with people who overanalyze and scrutinize you from every angle. We live in a world where family and society's peer pressure try to hold people to a standard of perfection. Where does that come from? Where this cult of perfection started? Most of the time, the cult of perfection first started in the family, before society itself followed. If you had parents who nitpicked everything that you did, the house was not clean enough when you cleaned it. Your grades in school were never good enough, even if you performed well. You were not well-groomed enough look-wise, or you didn't have a good enough behavior. Most of the time, parents who belittle you were brought down themselves by their own parents. It's indeed a learned behavior. Parents repeat their own parents' mistakes, and the cycle continues. Why your parent will do that to a child, you ask? Because of their own insecurity, feeling like you have to perform to be loved and accepted, and that you will always have to be on your best behavior. As your parents, learned love was conditional under certain conditions, and if they were not this fake version of themselves, they will not get love from their spouse, own parents, peers, co-workers, society at large. Then the cycle continues with the child who grows up to become just like their parents. And it's an ongoing cycle of believing you are never good enough to receive unconditional love, that you always have to prove yourself and do something to receive positive attention, praise, and love. While in normal world, we get appreciated and loved just for existing on earth and being an amazing soul, full of kindness and love, which is enough for people to want to be in your presence and appreciate your energy because they just love to be around you. This is the normal world we should all live in. But see, capitalism and consumerism need to create insecurities for you to buy skincare products, for you to go and do that surgery. For others to make money, they need you to be insecure. To get power, others need you to be insecure. Work all over you while they steal your energy and light to propel their own self to the top. A shallow top hierarchy full of capitalism and consumerism, where they try to prove to others how great, talented, and amazing they are, while others have chosen the road less traveled, the spiritual one with no hierarchy. Because when you do the work and learn to love yourself and have compassion and empathy for yourself and others, it might take more time, but it's more rewarding in the end on a soul level. Then you realize you do not need other people's love and validation if it only comes when you have to perform as a fake version of yourself. When you love yourself, you will rather put boundaries and stay alone and only hang out and spend time with others that also have learned that we deserve to be loved just for existing on this earth, for being our authentic self. There is nothing to prove, as we do not take any materialistic things like cars, jewelry, houses, achievement to the grave. What we take in the afterlife are the experiences and things we have learned, the love we had for ourselves and others, our emotions and stories, and our relationships we had with others. It's not to say that we are not allowed to enjoy the materialistic, final things in life, but it should always be balanced between the physical and spiritual world for us to spend a happy time on earth. This is why parents who repeat their own parents' mistakes and want to fit in a capitalist society could become jealous, competitive over people who have less materialistic wise, as they don't understand the work you have done to be this happy and peaceful. Them who thought materialistic things and fitting into a standard of perfection cannot understand why you don't want to be like them. So they stalk, they are curious, they want the secret sauce, they wonder as they are always trying to figure out how to be happy and at peace like you. And sometimes it can turn into jealousy, competition, stealing, as they think delusionally you must be faking it just like them. They think your happiness and peace is fake because theirs is. So they try to push you to the edge, thinking they will expose you for being as fake as them. All they end up seeing is that no, you didn't fake it. You simply did the work and they didn't. Then here comes the guilt for trying to test you and push you. Now they are to reflect and back off and then move on. They should have just observed, believed you, believed that you were real, and take notes on how to do it themselves instead of being so suspicious and accusing you of faking your happiness and peace like that. At the end of the day, we are all responsible for the work and healing we choose to do or to not do as decades and years keep passing by. Some choose to elevate and learn, and some choose to repeat the same cycle and loop till they understand the lesson themselves. Till then, focus on your own life and keep healing. Don't expect the rest of the world to go at the same pace as you, as some learn quicker than others. Once you don't have much insecurities anymore, the cult of perfection naturally withers away, as it never existed. Everything is in balance, so still keep that perfectionist side because everything is not or bad or good, because that perfectionist side is also needed when it comes to get things done in detail and quality, but always in balance and confidence, not with insecurities and fears and self-judgment. And always remember, you deserve to be loved just for existing on earth, because you are an amazing soul with an amazing personality that is needed on earth for the advancement of humanity. You being you inspire others to have the courage to be their own authentic self, even if they are different than you. So that's all I wanted to say today, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. I will see you guys in my next one. Thank you. Bye, divas.